You still take the same route home. Same road. Same traffic. Same small shop where the cashier already knows what you usually buy. Nobody looks at you twice. And that's exactly how you want it. Because 3 months ago something changed. You opened your banking app and saw a number you'd never seen before. Not because you won the lottery. Not because someone left you an inheritance. You'd simply reached a point where your money had become bigger than the life people thought you were living. And strangely, your first reaction wasn't excitement. It was fear. You stared at the screen for a few seconds, locked your phone, and put it back in your pocket. Then you went to work the next morning like nothing had happened. Your coworkers still complained about their salaries. Your friends still talked about expensive cars. Your family still assumed you were doing okay. But nothing more than okay. Nobody knew. And for the first time, you started to understand something about wealth that isn't obvious when you're trying to get it. Getting rich can be loud. Staying rich can be very quiet. It starts with a decision that almost feels boring. You stop needing people to know. You don't announce the new investment account. You don't post the expensive dinner. You don't suddenly start dressing differently. When somebody asks how you're doing financially, you give the same answer you've always given. I'm managing. And then you go home. That night, you open the same spreadsheet you've been building for years. Income, expenses, investments, cash, debt. Nothing glamorous. But the numbers have changed. Your expenses are still relatively low. Your investments are growing. Your emergency fund could cover months of living expenses. And the money you once chased every month is slowly becoming something that works while you sleep. That's when the whole game starts to feel different. Before this, every paycheck had a job. Rent, food, transport, bills, a little spending money. Then the month starts again. Now your paycheck isn't keeping you alive. It's becoming optional fuel for a machine you've already built. And nobody around you can see the machine. They only see the outside. The old phone, the ordinary apartment, the same shoes, the same quiet weekends. Your friend notices first. Not the money, the behavior. One Friday night, everyone is talking about buying something they can't really afford. Someone pulls out their phone and shows a new car. Another person starts calculating monthly payments. Then someone looks at you. You should get one too. You laugh. Maybe later. They tease you. They think you're being cheap. You don't explain that you could buy the car outright. You don't explain that doing so would cost you years of investment growth. You don't explain that the car would make you look wealthier while making you financially weaker. You just smile. And the conversation moves on. That moment seems small. But that's where your relationship with money has changed. You no longer need your purchases to prove anything. For years, you thought wealth meant having more things. Now you're beginning to understand that real wealth is often the ability to say no. No, I don't need to impress them. No, I don't need to upgrade. No, I don't need everyone to know. That last one is harder than it sounds. Because when your life starts improving, people expect the outside to change too. They expect a new car, a better apartment, more expensive clothes, more restaurants, more pictures, more evidence. And when they don't see it, they make assumptions. He's still struggling. She's doing okay, but nothing serious. They haven't really made it yet. You hear some of it. You let most of it pass. Because correcting them would mean revealing something you don't want revealed. Your wealth is becoming private. And privacy gives you something money rarely gets credit for. Peace. You can walk into a room without wondering who knows what you have. You can make decisions without everybody having an opinion. You can help someone without announcing it. You can lose money without having to explain the loss. And you can make money without having to defend the way you made it. There's another reason you stay quiet. You remember what happened when people found out about someone else. A friend gets a big promotion. Suddenly everybody has a reason to call. Cousin needs help. An old classmate has a business opportunity. Someone needs a loan. Someone's rent is due. Someone's mother is sick. Someone has a once-in-a-lifetime investment. The requests don't always come from bad people. Sometimes they come from people you genuinely love. That's what makes it difficult. Money changes the way people see possibilities. Once they believe you have enough, your no can sound selfish. They don't see the years behind it. They don't see the nights you stayed home. They don't see the purchases you didn't make. They don't see the investments that went nowhere. They don't see the fear you felt when the market dropped. They just see the number. And the number creates expectations. So you become careful. Not secretive because you're ashamed. Private because you're protecting something you've spent years building. Then something strange happens. Your lifestyle becomes almost boring. And boring starts to feel incredible. You wake up without panic. A surprise bill doesn't destroy your month. You don't check your account before buying groceries. You don't dread the end of the month. You don't need payday to rescue you. There's money sitting there, quietly, waiting. That freedom is difficult to photograph. There is no luxury car in the driveway, no giant mansion, no champagne bottle. Sometimes the clearest sign of wealth is simply that nothing is urgent. One afternoon, your phone rings. It's your boss. The company is cutting staff. Your position might be affected. A few years ago, that sentence would have made your stomach drop. Now you sit quietly. You ask when the final decision will be made. You take notes. You thank him. Then you hang up. And you realize you're not terrified. Not because losing your job wouldn't hurt. It would. But it wouldn't destroy you. Your investments continue. Your savings remain. Your expenses are manageable. You have options. For the first time in your life, money has bought you time. Not stuff. Time to think. Time to say no. Time to leave a bad situation. Time to wait for a better opportunity. That is the part nobody sees. The quiet wealth underneath an ordinary life. But keeping it that way comes with its own temptation. One day you're scrolling through social media. Someone you know has bought a luxury car. Another person is on vacation. Someone else has moved into a beautiful apartment. And for a moment you feel behind. It's ridiculous. You know your numbers. You know your net worth. You know your investments are growing. Still, something inside you whispers, maybe I should show people. Maybe I should finally enjoy it. Maybe I should buy the thing I've been denying myself. You close the app because you remember why you started. You weren't trying to become rich so strangers would think you were rich. You wanted choices. You wanted security. You wanted the ability to sleep at night. You wanted to know that one bad month wouldn't turn into a crisis. And slowly you realize something else. There is a difference between enjoying money and performing wealth. You can enjoy your money. You can travel. You can buy something you've wanted for years. You can take your family somewhere nice. You can live well. But you don't have to turn every purchase into an announcement. That's the line you learn to protect. Eventually, your life becomes almost invisible from the outside. People still see the same person. But underneath, everything is different. Your money is diversified. Your debt is under control. Your savings are strong. Your investments are compounding. Your future is no longer completely dependent on your next paycheck. And then one morning, you realize you've crossed another line. You could stop working for a while. Not forever. Not because you hate work. Just because you finally have the ability to choose. You sit at your desk. The room is quiet. Your computer is open. Outside, people are rushing to work. And for a few seconds, you don't feel rich. You feel free. That's the part nobody told you about. The number itself doesn't change your life as much as what the number allows you to do. You don't need to answer every call. You don't need to accept every job. You don't need to stay in every relationship. You don't need to live according to somebody else's timeline. Money becomes less about buying things and more about removing pressure. And maybe that's why the quiet millionaire is so hard to recognize. They don't necessarily look different. They don't always drive the most expensive car. They don't always live in the biggest house. They may be sitting beside you on a flight, standing in line at the supermarket, working at the desk next to yours, wearing the same ordinary clothes they've worn for years. You might even think they're behind, and they may never correct you, because they've already learned something most people spend years trying to understand. Looking rich and being rich are two completely different games. One needs an audience. the other doesn't. One is built around appearance. The other is built around options. And once you understand the difference, being underestimated stops feeling like an insult. It starts feeling like protection. So you keep going. Quietly. You save. You invest. You avoid unnecessary debt. You let time do what constant excitement never could. And nobody claps. Nobody notices the transfer you make every month. Nobody sees the investment you buy instead of the thing you wanted. Nobody knows how many times you said no. That's okay. Because one day, something happens that makes all of it feel real. You wake up. The alarm goes off. You reach for your phone. And for the first time, you don't immediately think about money. Not because you have more money than you could ever spend. Because you finally have enough control over your money that it doesn't control you. You get out of bed. Make your coffee. Look outside. The world hasn't changed. The traffic is still there. People are still rushing. Prices are still rising. Bills still exist. Life is still life. But your relationship with it is different. You don't need everyone to know. In fact, you're grateful they don't. Because the best part of becoming rich without anyone knowing isn't that you get to keep a secret. It's that you get to keep your life. And maybe when people look at you and think you're just getting by, you won't feel the need to correct them. You'll just smile. Because they are looking at the life you show them. You are living the life you actually built.